Have you ever felt guilty for taking a day off? Well, that's one of the things I cover in today's session, along with a lot of others, so stay tuned. I've done hundreds of one-on-one sessions at Going to Grow Burnout Recovery, and no two sessions are the same. This series is about taking you inside what a session is like, and I promise you'll be able to walk away with a lot of gems. As I said, with this series, I wanted to bring people into what coaching is really like and some of the notes that I take from some of the sessions. So maybe y'all can walk away with something good. I mean, I really got my notes here. So one of the things I talked about today with a client was pushing yourself so much that they feel guilty having a day off. So it's like they have all these ideas to say, I want to keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. And they never want to take their foot off the gas to understand that you need a break. You got to schedule that into it if you don't have that set for yourself, because you'll start to feel burned out. And then if you don't achieve these goals that we have in mind, we feel like we're not progressing. And when we feel like we're not progressing, we feel like we can never take our foot off the gas. When we feel like we never can take our foot off the gas, we don't get a chance to recover. That's where that burnout comes from. And yet at the same time, it feels like we're not progressing. There's a big component of taking a break so you can think. Thinking is a huge thing, having the ability to think. So don't ever feel guilty because you took a day off. Going on to the next bit of notes is weather changed the effect. So this person was saying how they felt down, they felt depressed, they felt all these different types of negative emotions, and they never factored in all the other outside things that can cause them to change. Meaning, in Ohio, we started getting snow days and a bunch of rain. It was real gloomy. So that stopped how many times he was going to the gym. That stopped how many times he was going outside. And that can play a role into how we feel emotionally. So we have to look at all the factors of how we feel to know where it can derive from. So when you even evaluate yourself, look at things like the weather. Look at things like what you ate. Look at all these variables to see why you are where you are. So those things are critical in your own self-development. So take a time to write out a list of what has changed. Did you start going to the gym less? Did you start eating bad, worse food? Did you break up with somebody? Like what is the variables that can make you feel burned out or depressed or whatever those things are? So write those out and try and analyze it. So these are all the things, once again, from the notes. Another thing is videos to yourself. I put when you're feeling good, do videos like to yourself. Do a positive video to yourself, like Cyrus. This is just a rough time, but I know you're going to make it. You're going to blah, 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 blah. I'm talking about put it on, selfie mode. Boom. And even when you feeling your best, do another video. Cyrus, you feel amazing. You're an amazing person. Or all these things that you want to say about yourself that's positive and uplifting. Because what it will do is give you a baseline when you're going through something. Because nobody's going to listen more than you to yourself. So if you're able to talk to yourself when you're at a better space in life, that can motivate you and uplift you to be a better version of yourself today. Another thing that I looked at is, or another thing that was in the notes is feeling like living a double life or a contradiction. This is a big one. Because some people can feel like, how am I going to talk about eating healthy when I don't do it? How am I going to talk about working out when I don't do it? How am I going to talk about whatever it may be? I'm living a double life. I'm a contradiction. I'm all these different things. And I want to say this. That does not mean that you're a contradiction because you're unable to perform at the level that you believe you should. We all have all aspirations. We want to work out more. And because you miss a workout or because you miss this, you didn't eat as healthy as you wanted or whatever it may be, doesn't mean that you live in a double life. Like there's a lot of things that we have to give ourselves grace to, because if you choose that mentality, oh, I'm living a double life, I'm a contradiction, I'm fake, whatever you feel about yourself, what do you do after that? Well, like, then what? After you say that to yourself, then what? You just want to continue to, or you want to switch it up? So don't look at it as contradiction, double life, I'm fake. Don't look at nothing like that. Look at it as a way that you're progressing. We have to keep our mindsets positive. That's what everything is about. And as cliche as that sounds, I know it's like everybody say the same thing, say positive, whatever. But there's not really nothing on the negative side. Like, what are you taking away from it? Like, even if I get up and I say I'm a loser, I'm bad, whatever, what does that look like for my life? So you might as well just choose, not saying it like it's that easy, but you might as well choose the better side. So there's some of the things, as I said in the notes. That's a few more points for this recap. Erasing everything good off one bad thing. So one of the things that happens is people can be consistent over and over and over and over again. Then you don't show up for one thing, or you make a mistake one time, and it's like you just throw out everything that you've done. People even do that in relationships. You can skip cleaning the dishes one time, and your mate says, "Oh, you never clean the dishes." Like, how'd it go from never? Like, never, that's a big word. So we do the same things to ourselves. We miss a workout, and then all of a sudden, we're just this terrible person. Oh, I don't do this. I'm not a great father. I'm not a great mother. I'm not a great whatever because I missed my kid's recital. Did you forget the fact that you've been taking care of them for 20 years? You forget the fact that you did this, and this? Like, we can't ever lose sight of what we have done in our lives to a point that one thing throws everything else off. That's not how it gotta be. Another point is emotions affect the vessel. What it means by that is, this is what you're carrying. So if you're in a bad mood, it's going to affect you. If you're angry, it's going to affect you. If you're happy, it's going to affect you. And a lot of these things is inside of us. As much as we don't like to admit it, we think that other people should feel how we feel. That's just not how life works. So if you understand that it just really affects the vessel, who you are as a person, how you carry out your day and all these things, then you should try your best. And that's what I want to do with these tips. Try your best to look at that and analyze it and shift. Because it might be in your diet. It might be in the sunlight. It might be working out. It might be whatever it is. But I know emotions affect the vessel. So whatever it is, I had a horrible attitude. It affected me. It was eating me up inside. So I don't want that to be for you. You got to look at what you're holding on to. And one of the last things that you can do is run through the funniest moments to pick up your mood. So one thing that you can do is think of something funny or hilarious. I'm talking about extremely funny that you've went through that can uplift you. Because what happened is if you start telling somebody the story, I remember this time when I tripped and fell. Like, I remember this time when, whatever it may be. If you think about that and you speak it or you tell somebody it, before you know it, you'll start reliving that and then start laughing again. That's another thing that you can do. And that pretty much wraps up today's series of taking these notes, telling y'all what was going on inside of a session. And if you want to get a one-on-one session, you can go to goingtogrow.com and you can book me. But beyond that, I'm going to continue doing these videos. I hope you like it. I want to bring y'all inside what a session is like or what notes is like inside of a session because you may relate to some of these things. Thank you for taking out the time to watch the video. Make sure you like and subscribe.